So if anybody else shows, we will get them caught up and get them into it. But yeah, so this is a sync session all about automating your closing gift. So to give you a little bit of background, my name is Gabe. I'm with API Nation. API Nation is a tool you can use to automate a bunch of your work. You connect apps together, and then they work together. You don't have to do anything. They just talk to each other. You tell them what to say to each other, and when to say it, and then they do it. So one of the things you can automate, one of the things you can tell them to tell each other is to send a closing gift. So let's show you what that looks like. So a couple things. First, usually this uses like a CRM or a transaction manager. So whichever one you do more work in, a CRM or a transaction manager. And then you're going to use a card or a gifting app. So two popular ones are Mailbox Power, it's right here, and Thanks.io. So if you don't have either of these, it's definitely something to look into. You know, we don't have a deal with any of these. So if you use them, great. If you don't use them, no skin off our nose. If there's one you like better, but these are two that are on API Nation that are pretty easy to use and really easy to automate through API Nation. Jesslyn, you use Mailbox Power. Awesome, yeah, super. It's they got a lot of cool stuff, and that's kind of the one we're going to showcase today because they have a really awesome closing gift automation that we've seen a lot of agents use that is really easy to set up. So that's kind of what we're going to focus on. Let's see here. Okay. So definitely take a look at both of those, Mailbox Power, Thanks.io. And then to set up this automation, this whole thing is going to be pretty simple. So to set up this automation, you're going to choose your CRM. So go on here, find the CRM you're using, or if you're not using a CRM so much, maybe you're using something like Google Sheets, or maybe you're just using like your iCloud contacts or something like that. Then go ahead and choose that. I'm going to go with the CRM here. I'm going to use KV Core. It's kind of a popular one. If you're using Chime, Brevity, Follow Up Boss, Boomtown, LionDesk, any of those will also sync. And then you're going to choose your CRM and then choose the app you want to send the closing gift. So come on down here. You're going to see Mailbox Power is here. Thanks.io is here. If there's another app you want to use, go ahead and select it. I'm going to select Mailbox Power just for this example. And then you can see the automation here is just going to send people from KV Core to Mailbox Power. So send people from my CRM to Mailbox Power. So I'm going to activate that sync. The first step is to sign into my API Nation account. So I can just sign in. If you don't have one, you can create an API Nation account by clicking here. Or you can create one with Google, sign in with Google here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Once you're signed in, you're going to connect both the apps, your CRM and Mailbox Power in this case. It looks like I've connected KV Core in the past. So all you would have to do is hit connect, and then you'll just sign into the app, and then you'll be able to use that app for connections like this. So I'm just going to select that app. I've connected it. Mailbox Power is a little bit different, pretty similar. If you hit connect, this is ask you for the API key. So if you go into Mailbox Power, or you can even use this link, it'll take you right to the place where the API key is, I believe. Let's see here. Yeah, as soon as I sign in, it should take me right there. But yeah, all the instructions are there as far as getting the, so I've signed in. I go to Integrations API, access Mailbox Power API key. There it is. So I would just grab that, come back here, paste it in here, give it a little name. You can name it after you. You can name it after, you can just name it, Mailbox Power. And then it'll appear here as a connection. So I'm going to use this one. So there we go. Now it's almost ready to start. And this is where it's going to be a little bit different depending on if you selected Mailbox Power or Thanks.io. So what this is set up to do is set people from KV Core to Mailbox Power. Great, that's what we want. I'm going to go ahead and hit subscribe. And then we'll create this sync. So this is the sync with all the instructions I've given it previously. There's two tools on this page which can help you kind of specify who exactly is going to get a closing gift. There's a filter tool and there's a mapping tool. So let's do the mapping tool first. And this is on all the API Nation syncs. You can do a lot of cool things this way. So you can see this is just showing you what is coming over from your CRM and where it's going in the connected app. So first name is going to first name, last name to last name. The address from the CRM is going to the street and Mailbox Power. Mailbox Power and Thanks.io both need physical addresses to send to. So if you're trying to send a closing gift to somebody, but you don't have their physical address, it won't sync over into Thanks.io or Mailbox Power because they need a physical address. They need to be able to know where to send it. Keep looking. If there's anything else you want to send to Mailbox Power, you can pop it in here. But this looks good. This is all I need. Address, phone number, just in case. And then the filter is going to be really where we specify exactly who we're sending over into Mailbox Power to send the gift. So, and the way you automate it is between a combination of this filter and the mail group. And this is going to be similar for Thanks.io also. But the mail group, you can see we have a bunch of different groups in Mailbox Power. And if I go in Mailbox Power and go to contacts, you're going to see I have a bunch of different groups here. There they are. These are the same groups. So I can send people over to a group in Mailbox Power automatically. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to create a new one. And I'm going to call this closing gift automation. So there we go. I'm going to send people there. And then for the filter, I don't want to send everybody. Right now, we're sending everybody from my KV core, from my CRM, into this closing gift automation. I don't want to do that necessarily. I want to specify who it is. In this CRM and KV core, there's a couple ways to do that. And it depends on which CRM you're using, but these are pretty common. One way is tags. A lot of CRMs use tags. You can easily apply them. So I can say tags contains closing gift. That's a really easy way to do it. Pretty simple. And then this way, in my CRM, whenever I have a good deal with somebody, whenever things have moved on and I feel like this is the time, I just tag it with closing gift. This automation is going to pick it up, sending it into Mailbox Power into the group called closing gift automation. I would just need to hop into Mailbox Power and create a little automation here. This can be a little bit different if it's in Thanks.io or Mailbox Power, but I have created an automation in the past. The ultimate closing campaign. Mailbox Power is great for this because this is already built. This is just something you push one button and then it saves that automation in your account. And it just sits here and you go, oh, okay, cool. This is ready to go. I don't even have to write anything up or program anything. I just say, I want that closing campaign as an option. And then you just go over here to configure. Is it configure? Oh, maybe it's launch. You go to manage recipients. And then you would just add in that group. So you would just you would just add connect a group. And then you would add that closing gift group we just created as soon as it is created. So once it's created, it'll show up here. You'll just add it, and then you're enrolled. So that's pretty much it as far as Mailbox Power goes. So you can do it with tags. Tag it with closing gift. It goes over to Mailbox Power into the group called closing gift, which is enrolled in that automation. And then that's basically it. That's automated. That's it. You activate the sync. And now when you're working in your CRM, you tag it with closing gift. This sync will pick it up, pull it over to Mailbox Power, drop it into that group. And as long as you've enrolled that group into the closing gift automation, that's it. You've automated your closing gift. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is, so there's tags. There's also status. Source, let's see here. There it is, status. So, and again, depending on what CRM you're connecting, there's different things you can filter on. A lot of them do have status though. And so you would want to double check what your actual status is when you've closed. So let me go over here to KV Core real quick. So you would just open up your CRM just to make sure you have the correct status. And there's, for some of the CRM stuff like Follow Up Boss and I believe Chime and Lion Desk, you can actually create custom statuses. So you could have a status that just says, successful transaction or success or something like that. KV Core, I don't believe you can have custom transactions or custom statuses. So it's going to be all uniform. Let's see here. So here's the journey: sphere, prospect, new lead, active lead, client, contract, closed. Closed, that's what we're looking for. So I would say status contains closed. And hit save. There we go. And then, I'm working on this as my lead. We go through, they become a new lead, they become an active lead, they become a client. Eventually, they're going to get to closed. And once they're in closed, then this sync will pick them up and put them in that closing gift automation automatically. And this stuff all runs in API Nation without you having this window open or anything. So basically all you have to do is focus on your work in your CRM. You just simply close it like normal and know that API Nation behind the scenes in the internet full of tubes and clouds is going to grab this contact, Alex Everett, put them in your Mailbox Power group, and that Mailbox Power group is going to get that campaign. One thing is he doesn't have an address, so he's not going to come over. So just something to double check before you do it. But yeah, that's the general idea. 2 easy ways to do it. But the first step is to choose your app, either Mailbox Power, thanks.io. Then set up the automation inside Mailbox Power or thanks.io for the group, and then just connect them through API Nation, and that's it. Now you're automating your closing gift, and you don't have to do anything outside of just work here. Maybe mark them as closed or hashtag them as closed gift, and you can keep working knowing that things are just happening in the back end, getting these people gifts that you picked out way ahead of time, and keeping you guys close. That's about it. Justin, Angelica, any questions about that? I did see a question about the recording. Yeah, absolutely. I'll send out a recording right after this is finished to you guys. Justin, we also have pretty good recordings about how to set this up with different CRMs. Is there a CRM specifically you're using? That way I can make sure you get like the most relevant one. And then just total brokerage for Angelica. Cool. All right. And then the other thing to consider is even if you're not using like a CRM, or even if you're using a CRM, another kind of nice thing is that you can do it with something like Google Contacts. So you can connect Google Contacts to Mailbox Power. And then you can just send people stuff just by adding them to your phone, by labeling them in your phone, or by writing notes on their contact information. So pretty awesome way to do it as well. Cool. Well, that's about it. It was great to have both of you. I will send out the recording as soon as Zoom has it ready, and let you guys know. I hope to see you around. And if you have any questions, just reply to the email that you used to get here, and I will get you an answer. Thanks so much.